school pickup. I have kind of looked like a bridge troll the last few days, and at some point you just have to snap out of it. So it takes just as much effort to put on sweatpants. I showered, which was quite an accomplishment, and it takes just as much effort to put on like sweatpants and a sweatshirt or a t-shirt as it does to put on like real clothes. And so I thought, maybe if I put on real clothes and I got my face together, I did not wash my hair. I didn't have the energy for that, but I am gonna use some dry shampoo and a low volume. But I thought if I did this, maybe I'll feel a little better. Say hey when you're hopping on. All right. Had blood work done yesterday. I haven't gotten the results back, but I am curious and excited for what it might say, or what like plan we have for maybe for me to feel better, or maybe what I have, like E. coli and that Shiga toxin, or just like angry bacterias, and this might just be normal. So we definitely need dry shampoo. Okay, using Deja Vu dry shampoo today. From Launch, they do have their summer sale happening, so I put in a Launch link in the description if anyone needs like hair care. Some of their hair tools are on sale, and actually a good bit of stuff is on sale. Also, we have ran out of shampoo. We have about 12 bottles of conditioner and 0 shampoo. So I'm gonna be placing an order today for the Miss Bonds shampoo. I'm actually gonna just do like the whole system because I really like that. And then like I do curly shampoo for Veda. And I had a friend drop this off yesterday. She said, for your organized version. Maria is so sweet. She definitely, like, gift giving is her love language. Do you have friends that like certain, you can just tell, like, for example, Jenny, hers are complete words of affirmation all the time, or like a hug, or like holding on to you, like it's gonna be okay. Or she just like tells you you're doing a great job all the time, or like just different people you have in your life that they just like love you in different ways. And Maria always gives me like sweet little gifts, so that was so nice. Like trying to be organized. I feel like I went into it like the school year is gonna get started, and we are like version 2.0 is gonna happen, and then life just happened. So anybody else feel like the school year has kind of, you're like, what? August has not been what I thought it was gonna be. Okay, going in with a low volume. It takes about 2 minutes for it to heat up, but really I'm just brushing through my hair until it heats up. I'm not doing much with it. I might even put my hair back up. So this has boar bristles, and it evenly distributes the oils throughout your hair. So if you do dry shampoo and your hair is oily, this is just gonna help everything like not look so greasy. My hair is growing a lot. I know, it's so crazy. I reached out to the girl about getting a haircut, but haven't been able to work that out yet. But I feel like it's getting long. I can already tell just because it's been like a week since I've washed it. It's just not gonna, I could curl it, I guess. I could curl it. But I feel like we're gonna pace ourselves. And I'm just going to slick back the hair. Also, I got a mosquito bite on my armpit. I have no idea how that happened, but. Okay. That's gonna be what we do. I did show the doctor yesterday. They came to my house to do all the blood work and to do just everything that came. There's a lot of concierge services here, and so for the same price, they'll come to you, and instead of me going to San Juan. So they had a person here that could do it, and I was like, well, that makes a lot of sense to me. So they came here, and I like showed them my supplements. I was like, is there anything that you don't think I should be taking? I haven't been taking, and I had a whole list of like all of these things, and pretty much here's what I got the okay for. He said if I wanted to try greens, it's a good way to get like nutrition back into my diet, but try like half to see if it causes any irritation. So I was like, okay, so I'm gonna try, it's my first day, trying half of greens. I did not get the green light on TrimFit, which makes me so sad because I was like, but I love it so much. Like it gives me so much energy. You know, I was like, I don't really need appetite control right now because I'm not really hungry and my stomach hurts if I eat. And so he was like, I really don't want you having appetite control right now. He was like, I want when you feel hungry that like you eat small, soft meals throughout the day. So he's like, I really don't want you not being hungry, and I don't want you having caffeine. So that was sad. Not forever, but probably just for like at least until our blood work comes back, and until like I'm not having such issues when I eat of my stomach getting so upset. So no TrimFit for me, but anyone else who drinks TrimFit, drink one for me and think about me because I really would like one of these. So said Colostrum totally supports because it helps with your gut health and it helps with your immune system, which mine is down. So I'm just gonna make, and then I asked about creatine. It was unflavored. It doesn't have any caffeines in it. And he said that it helps me to have more energy without the caffeine. So he was like for that. So anyways, that's where I'm at on that. So let's go in. We're gonna do half of a greens. And I'll let you know. If it bothers my stomach, he said not to take it anymore until whatever I've got going on. It's not going on anymore. I'm gonna do half and try it. But he was like, you're not really eating, like you're not getting a lot of nutrition. And so this does give you over 100 fruits and veggies and like minerals. And so he was like, I think it has more benefit than harm. But so there's my other half. I'll just set this in my little cup. Got a little messy. Okay, so I am focusing right now on just healing, feeling better, resting. I got invited to a mahjong party today, which I have not played mahjong in months. Mahjong is my favorite game. I absolutely love mahjong. I got the cutest mahjong set in not too long ago. I haven't gotten to use it. It's like my first board. Actually now I have my second board in because I want to host like a mahjong party. Anyways, I got invited today and I was like, I really am just so exhausted. So I dropped the kids off at school and then Christian's homeschooling. I got him all set up with what he needed to do for like the first part of the day and like each block of what to do. And then I was like, okay, you do this and I'm gonna take a little nap and then hopefully you'll be done with it by the time it's like his day 3 of working on it. And so, so that went good. And I just slept this morning. I'm just taking, it tastes kind of like a cookie if you take it and then drink it down with water. It really tastes good, dry scooped. But supports gut health and digestion. I think I'm gonna like, I don't want to add creatine too because I'm trying the greens for the first time with the collagen. I've been doing collagen, so I'm not worried about that. I'm just gonna grab a probiotic. That's it. I think you have to like pace yourself to getting back into your things. I haven't been taking this either. It's the GLP-1 alternative. I haven't been taking that. again, the appetite suppression, and that also has caffeine. So I haven't been taking it. A lot of the things I normally take, I haven't been able to take. A lot of things I normally eat, haven't been able to eat. Oh well. So I got diagnosed with, I had a CT scan done, I was in the hospital. I got diagnosed with bacterial colitis. And bacterial colitis with, it's called Shiga toxin, is what came back in my samples, and producing E. coli. So that's, and there's not a lot you can do for it. And if you take antibiotics, they can actually make the Shiga toxin produce more. We didn't know I had Shiga toxin until like days into the hospital. And I'd already done 8 bags of IVs, like antibiotic IVs. And you weren't really supposed to do that. They were treating it as if it was any sort of, it's protocol. And then once you find out that you have something else, they like switch. And so they were treating it. Basically, IV antibiotics are so good for like everything. If you come in with any sort of white blood count high, except what I had. And so then you just have to watch your kidneys and make sure that you didn't put too much pressure on your, I don't even know if your kidneys are over here. I need to look at the body. Let me see. And so you just have to make sure that your kidneys don't kind of like start failing. And so they're just checking for all of that. So probiotics. This is the peach. I love the peach and I love the pina colada. I just feel like the peach is a little like less tangy, and since I'm trying to be really gentle on my stomach, but I have been taking this, and I showed this to the doctor, and he was like, this is great because it has prebiotics and probiotics and really helps with gut health. So these are my 2 things I'm taking for my gut. And also to try and not get a like yeast infection. I was on so many antibiotics, obviously, and sometimes you can end up with like a really bad yeast infection, and that's a reason you want to take probiotics too. So yeah, so the antibiotics actually were making me sicker. But we figured it out and they stopped it. So also this looks like such a different color than what it normally looks, because I normally do TrimFit in greens, and I feel like I'm got like my Shrek punch right now, which is just, this is just collagen and greens, and I'm not adding creatine in, even though creatine, he said I could. But I just feel like I want to try, like, I want to be able to say, like, if this gives me a problem, that I know it was because of like isolating issues. I already know I've been taking collagen throughout this, so I know that's not bothering me, but I'll know for sure if the greens do. And I only did half. Let's get ready. I'm really excited, actually. I've napped, I feel good. I have to do, we have a little bit of a tropical storm headed this way. It's a Category 3 hurricane, but it's not hitting Puerto Rico as of right now. It's out in the ocean, but it's headed this direction. And the way it works, like if it goes up above us, we just get a lot of rain. And that's what it's tracking for right now. So basically all the people who live here or who we know have been like, don't worry, like you're fine. You only really want to worry if it's going like across the island. And this one is far out into the sea. But they said we should get some rain and we might lose power. We have actually not had power since Friday, but we have a generator, so it's been going, but like out in town, there's like a lot of stuff without power. So then you just have to pay with cash. It's like a different, we're on island. We are on island. And so I got the generator refilled yesterday. I just like whacked myself with my ring. And I forgot to do skincare. I'm a little out of it. I've already primed my face, so I don't want to use a jellyfish peptide, but in a perfect world, I would have used jellyfish peptide first, pre-primer, so it's straight onto my skin, and it helps with like wrinkles, sagging skin, and all the things. And then I would have used a vitamin C serum that makes your skin look fabulous. I'm mad about this because it's like the full look, and I'm just gonna put it on top. We'll see if this makes a difference. Normally I like for it to go directly onto my skin, but it's just gonna have primer underneath it. Yeah, so I had, maybe I should not do, so I hadn't been taking anything other than like any collagen and a little bit of that, but I had him look at it, and I mean, he's a doctor, and he was like, this is fine, this is great. Technically, I'm supposed to be on a full diet, like eating all regular food. I just am not handling it. My belly is like not tolerating, and so the only thing he was like, I wouldn't do is just TrimFit. That is my favorite product. I'm not gonna do it. I'm a good rule follower. But I think if you ask your doctor, and they'll tell you, I mean, they're really pretty blunt to be like, this is good, or I actually think this could help you a lot. Like, he was like, you should be taking these for sure every day for the probiotics. So yes, Kim, I saw pictures. I called my sister last night. Has anyone seen Chattanooga? So like where my papa's house is in Chattanooga is in an area called Eastridge, and it is crazy flooding. Like cars were just like spinning and floating away. People were like stuck on the interstate, and it was they've had construction for the last few years, and I guess they got record rains this week, and I called my sister and I was like, hey, are you safe? Are you home? Are you gonna call my mom? And just to make sure, like, hey, they're really good, because it is really crazy there. Anybody in Chattanooga? Did you see? I'll post pictures of like what that area looks like. Okay, going in with just some chapstick, because I don't know about you. Maybe I just breathe like through my mouth. My lips get so chapped. It is insane. I have a friend who she was jogging and got caught in it, and she's like soaking wet, and then she'd just gotten her kids and she was trying to get home, and she like got stuck. She couldn't get home, and she didn't get home until almost midnight last night, because there's only 2 ways to get to her house. But I was like, oh, everybody be safe. Okay, coriander. I know Ophir is still out of stock on foundations, but I would like a full coverage foundation today, so I'm gonna use this, but they do have tinted moisturizers still in stock. Ophir has an up to 70% off sale going on, or no, up to 75. It's like a summer sale, and basically they're getting rid of some products. So if there's some things that you want, I would check out Ophir's site. So we also got a call that it has been like one thing after another. We got a call. The camp is also in Tennessee, and there's been a lot of storms. It got hit by a lightning storm. All the Wi-Fi got fried at the camp. Then a tree fell on one of our properties. And then, let's see, we replaced a pool liner. Then an air conditioning went out. Then yesterday, Adam's old house, it had a huge leak. It's in Chattanooga. The one he lived in across from me. He already owned that house, so we've just had renters in it since we moved in together and got married and everything. And so it has a leak. The truck window got broken. My sister was trying to help us go sell it to CarMax. She had the title in hand, and the yard guy hit the back window, but luckily nobody was hurt. We've had to have 4 trees removed, 2 roofs collapsed. We have a house in Pennsylvania, and not one, but 2, both of them. The roofs were done by the same people, and they've had bad weather, and the roofs have collapsed. This is all in the last 3 weeks. it has been like where I'm like, maybe we should just turn our phones. We've decided a while back, like, I think I did not come from money at all. And I have been so blessed to have opportunities. Like Adam does real estate investments, and we bought some real estate, and it is so much work. And then you have things like this happen, and it's like, well, that takes up like 5 years of our profit. Like, because these houses are not like fancy houses. They don't really make a lot of money. We make like $150 to $300 a month on them. But then you have stuff like that, like the roof has to be replaced, you know, and you're like, okay, well, we're making nothing. But it has, so we decided, we thought real estate was like, I think a long-term plan, if you hold on to real estate and you have it forever and you have enough to be able to like fix all these problems all the time that they're happening, then I think it's so good. Otherwise, it is not for the faint of heart. I just feel like every day it has been like something has happened that you're like, not even fun things. Okay, I'm going in. This has been beautiful as almost like a contour. It's called Raisin. Yeah, roof's collapsing. So the insurance or the warranty will cover it. They just got crazy weather. It has been, a lot of the stuff has just been like weather related, just like freak weather. So it's like, and we've had these now for a long time, like before we bought the camp, you know, like little, Adam's had them for a long time. He's had his house before we even met, you know, but it's just like, I don't know, it's just something like every day. I'm chasing peace. Like, how could I chase peace in my life? Like I could have like a show of the real life, what it's like. Also real life, what it's like. Where's my favorite little thing? I wanted to use the shade Pink Apple, but I don't see it, so I'm gonna go in here with this color. This is Watermelon. These are beautiful. That's what I said. Time to sell everything. Like at any time, which we have them all on the market already. And like we got an offer this week for that Pennsylvania property, and thinking that's pre-roof collapsing, but we didn't know that was gonna happen. They'll fix it and then we'll see what happens. But I'm like, I don't know. I think I didn't grow up that, and I just was like, okay, like ChatGPT, like what do smart people do? Just like try and reinvest. Like we've tried like saving or reinvesting or like bartering out things like with brands or like whatever. But like Adam is really, really frugal and really, really great at like even coming in to do projects with other people or whatever. And so, and I'm like, okay, I think we thought this is what we're supposed to do because we're trying to be responsible. And I'm not quite sure this is like, should be our long-term plan. So we're just, and that's okay. I feel like we're learning. Could be worse. I could have spent it on dishes or like furniture. At least it's something to show, and we could try. We've not ever really done like stock market stuff, or I don't know. We have a friend who has like racehorses. They're like, you could buy a racehorse. I'm like, I don't know if I feel any more comfortable about investing into sharing a racehorse with someone as I do a house, but we could definitely pay off some debt and pay off our loans that we have for these things, and that would make me feel way less stressed. This is just setting powder. But yes, you have to take the bad with the good. It's just here lately, there's just been what feels like a little run of obstacles. I wouldn't even call it bad. We just had some obstacles. But we also pray for like, God, give us clear direction. And I'm like, well, it doesn't get much clearer than this. on a positive, my kids are thriving at school. Veda has loved her first week. She also had swim lessons yesterday after school. Did anybody see like her swimming? Like she is real life swimming. It was the cutest thing ever. So I did all cream like blushes before I'm putting the powder on, because if you put cream over powder, sometimes you can get like a weird, I don't know, like peeling up. Really doing my jaw. Diana, you love the setting powder. It is the best setting powder I've ever used. Like if you struggle with your eye sockets looking deep or being shiny or anything, Ophir has the best. I personally like the medium shade the best for my skin type, but it is a really, really, really amazing. And I share all of that just because it's like, I think so much we see, like you share, like we share, like I do love sharing highlights, and I love sharing like, this is a, but sometimes I think it's almost like, oh, well that happens to them too, like the other stuff, like your septic tank just won't quit leaking, like, or filling up. It's not leaking, it's just getting so full so fast. We're, you know, just that we're all doing it. We are all working on this together. Okay, I'm gonna go in, this might seem silly, but the little light brush, and if you were actually tan, your part would be pretty tan. Mine's not, because I'm not actually a really tan girl in real life. It's mostly like self-tanner, and so I like to take a little bit and just like put it right in that little part so it's not quite as stark white. She's so cute and swimming. She's like with no floaties swimming. Really stir, sorry. I need a straw. So part of this semester's curriculum with Christian that we're doing is he's cooking daily. And I mean, he's almost 17, so we're getting to school, but also life skills. And I feel like for a boy, but that's so important. So we have ChatGPT'd like a list of different like teen starter cooking things. He already knows how to grill out a little bit, make burgers, turn the grill on and off, like he can make eggs, but it hasn't really cooked a lot, you know? And so we're just starting at the basics, but it was so fun. Like today, we made grilled cheese, and he like made it himself, like with the butter and then like bread and cheese, but like made his own grilled cheese, and he was so proud of it, and it looked amazing, and he did such a good job. And so just celebrating like the wins, you know? You're afraid of your setting powder? Don't be. It's really translucent, and just use some sort of sponge, or you can always do like, I don't know what happened. I must have been reading comments while I was trying to do this. My brows do not look the same today. What is going on? We're just gonna really spoolie these out. What happened, friends? Like what? I'm not sure what happened there. Okay, much better. So, did you have a win today or this week? Celebrate it. Drop it below. And then, so we've been trying to get him to drive, and he's just nervous, which I don't blame him. Driving is like terrifying. And, you know, there's like cars and, great, I got stuff on my hands. There's cars and there's unpredictables, and driving is just a little intimidating. But today he was like, hey, can I drive you down to Hacienda and go get some drinks? And so, and then yesterday I wasn't feeling great and he was like, I can drive us home. And I was like, but I wasn't feeling good. I was like, I don't know if I can handle like you driving us home and me not feeling good at the same time. Like, I don't know which one's safer. And so he didn't, but it's the second time now. He has been like, okay, so he's gonna drive us to the grocery store and then I'm gonna let him get groceries. And so this year we're doing like his core classes, and then we're doing like an unschooling approach for the other part of the day. So he has to still do like English, math, you know, like history, like those kinds of things. But the rest of it we're doing like he picks what he gets to do. So right now for this semester he wants to do weightlifting, photography, like survivalist type things. So like today he watched a video on making how to make fishing hooks out of nails, and then tomorrow he will actually try and make fishing hooks out of nails, and he's going fishing with a friend who also homeschools, and they're going to try and catch a fish using their hooks that they make themselves. So really excited for how we've tried homeschooling a couple different ways, and we've tried homeschooling where it's just like the all online like learning and like what his strengths are and we've had tutors, and like he has guitar today at 5:30. But so we've been trying like what is our best approach that he's like in it, because at this point it's not like I can carry him like and make him do something. He's a big child, and so I'm just wanting to try and figure out how we can help him like really enjoy this last couple years and hands-on learning and learn. Oh, Brandy, praise the Lord. Oh, she just said, yes, doctor found spots on the brain and I had another MRI and they are gone. Owe it all to Jesus. Amen. Yes, so he's been a little nervous, so we're just gonna do like shorter trips, like close by, or go do like even checking the mail in our neighborhood, you know, and like little things that are like confidence building. And then eventually, you know, he'll just be zooming around everywhere. Okay, I used the shade Red Clay, which is a eyeliner, but I used it on my lips. But I'm also going to show you, I used it the other day on my eyes and it was stunning, and I'm going to show you. I'm going in, this is Nude Sickle, also a liner. So they're in the eye category, but they look great on lips. Okay. And then we're just going to use like a tiny bit of a lip gloss. This one is Muse. It's like a good nude from Ophir. It's a plumping lip gloss. Okay, now we're going in and we're gonna do a cute eyeshadow look. I'm gonna be fully ready. I'm like not even gonna feel, I think sometimes when you like look icky, feel icky, or dirty, all of it, I'm hoping just by changing how I got ready today will make me feel better. This is the palette I want, the Dune palette. It is so beautiful. Isn't it? The Dune palette. Again, all this stuff from Ophir is on sale, so. Okay, I'm just gonna go in with this little brush. And I'm gonna use the medium shade here as like my transition color. This is a mostly matte palette and it's like warm tones. So I really like it. It does have some cool tones too. It's a really good neutral palette. I'm gonna take the lightest shade in the palette and do that on my eyelids. The lip color, I used Red Clay, which is an eyeliner, and then I used Nudesicle, which is also an eyeliner, and then I used Muse, which is a lip plumping lip gloss from them. Oh, you need to order Red Clay. You were looking in the lip. No, they should have them in both, honestly. They're so good for your lips and your eyes. I'm gonna use some on my eyes today too for Red Clay and show you. It's really a really pretty look. Okay, now I'm gonna go in with like this little color here. It's like a light mocha. I'm gonna put it on the outer corner. Okay, and just because I have more like browns on, and like this warm, kind of a chestnut color, I'm gonna use a little bit of this. So always try lighter before you go darker, because you'll be shocked sometimes how it looks on your skin, especially if your skin's fair like mine. You can add that color and it's like, oh, it turns out darker than you thought it was gonna be. I think some people struggle with doing an eyeshadow look or feeling like they look like a raccoon, and really it's because you just need to use lighter shades, and you can always add more and build them up. And then I'm gonna go in just a tiny bit with that. It's again in that same warm family, but I know that one's really pigmented, so I'm not gonna use a lot. And I'm just building out this outer corner kind of in a little V. And going under my eye. I don't know what that is. Okay, what do you think? And then I'm gonna go in with, this is a brown liquid liner, and this is the shade Carob. I like it because it's not quite as stark as just a solid jet black. Up towards the tail of my brow. And then I just draw a line over and fill it in. I do kind of place my arm like on a table or on my knee or something just to give me like a steady hand. If you're trying to do it freehand, you might be wobbly, but if you can like support yourself, you'll get a much cleaner line. Now we're going in with Red Clay. Just right there on the outer corner. I'm just going to take my finger and blend it, but kind of smoke it towards, this is like a really great fall look. So it does dry in about a minute, so work fast. Because if you don't smudge it while it's still pliable and easy to work around, you won't be able to move it. But that's part of the great part. Is like, it's gonna stay where you want it. Okay, here we go. Just making sure it wasn't waterproof. Okay, this is the Comfortable Smudge Proof Mascara. Okay, if this is a look you would do this fall, drop a heart below. Or if you want to see more eyeshadow tutorials and more makeup tutorials. I think it's really fun. I love makeup. Obviously, I love makeup. I've been doing makeup stuff for a long time now, but I really love season change. So it is not fall yet, but it's coming, and I'm like so here for it. Like, give me some. I hope I can have pumpkin spice by the time it gets here. Try not to do spice of anything, but like pumpkin spice. I want a fall candle. I would like to decorate. I don't have any fall decorations because we moved to Puerto Rico with no decor. And I'm like, I'd love to decorate for fall soon. When do you guys decorate for fall? I like to kind of bring it out a little bit here, a little bit there. Or do you just like one day, you're like, let's do it. For Christmas, that's kind of how we are. It's like, let's do Christmas. We get everything out and just get going. And like within 2 or 3 days, our house is like, Mrs. Claus lives here. Yay! I'm so glad you guys like this. I might even add a tiny, tiny little bit of that more brown color, but sometimes I'll wait until after I've done my mascara because it's like, does it really need that? Or was it just because I didn't have mascara? But now once I added this, I feel like I need to balance it with a little more warmth. Ta-da! Well, that's quite a compliment, Brenda. I'm so glad. I love it when you guys hang out and watch or hopefully like get value out of something. Oh, September, end of September. But see, that's so close. We're midway through August. Does anybody else have the itch? So the only thing that's weird here is we live in Puerto Rico, which is in the Caribbean, and it stays hot all year round. And it does not feel like fall at all at any point in the year here. So that's the only thing that makes me a little sad is I love fall sweaters. I love fall clothes. I used to do like a lot of outfit things. And I feel like since we moved here, that part's a little challenging because it's so hot here. Then I'm like, well, I can show you summer outfits year round, but nobody else is gonna wanna buy a summer outfit come November. The hair tutorials are your favorite? I just got hot rollers, like actual old school hot rollers. When I was in middle school, I did hot rollers every day for school, and I'd leave them in my parents' car in the front seat, and then I'd collect them after school and do them again the next day. And so with my hair being short right now, I was like, I think hot rollers would be really great. And so I ordered some, but I haven't felt great enough and haven't tried them yet. So maybe that'll be something I can do this week. Okay, I'm gonna add a little bit of this because it just needs it. Okay, do you see the difference? Like, now it kind of fits into this palette a little more than this side because, and again, I barely used any. Almost just adding like a tiny bit of sunset to the top. you still miss fall. Like I do miss, I love that it's warm here and that nothing like looks dead. Like in the winter in Tennessee, everything looks dead. And so I love that we don't have that here. It's like pretty tropical all year, but then you're like, but we get no seasons. Like every season is summer. You still use hot rollers? I love hot rollers. Christmas decorations start coming out October 31st. I feel you, Dana. I feel like that's a good. Okay, now that I've done this, I might try and do, I feel like it would look better with my hair down. Let me give it a go. So we didn't really have snow where I live. It was just cold. Every now and then it'd snow like once or twice a year if we were lucky. It was just cold and then cold. Obviously not like Alaska cold. But I think if I had lived somewhere where it was like, I love watching the snow, it'd be different, but it wasn't like that where I moved from, so. Call this good enough for me today. Also because I have to leave to get them from school or I'll be late. I'm gonna just spray this with a little hairspray. I definitely think I like it better down. And then I'm gonna show you these jeans. I got them at H&M and they are stretchy and they are soft and they were only $35. And so if you're looking for a good black jean, I felt like this one was a good one. It's hard to see them. I do look back on videos sometimes and or things that I thought were really cool or like trendy. I'm like, what was I doing? Or like, oh, that might not have looked the best. But yeah, how applications, because used to this is probably one of the heaviest makeup looks I've done in a while, but used to very full glam was like super in. And then I've kind of gotten to where now I do a lot more natural, like looks. I also think too that if I still did everything the same I did 10 years ago, we just all change. We evolve, everything changes. And we find like different things that we like, that we don't like. It's totally normal to look different. Also, even the other day I was telling Adam, I was like, I feel like I'm just looking older. Like I'm looking older. And he's like, you are older. Like it's like not reasonable to think you would still look like you're 24 at 36. Like you'll be 37. It's totally normal to like look older when you're getting older. So, okay, here are these jeans. I'm wearing a size 10. They are a really nice, I wouldn't call them they do have a little stretch. They're not like a true denim. So they have a little stretch, but they're not like a super stretchy. They still have a more denim structure with like a tiny bit of, if you were on your cycle, you could just, or if I need to bend down or anything. But I do like where they hit on. I'm 5'4", and I also love these shoes. I wore these all throughout France. I love the mesh shoe trend. I saw somebody else post yesterday of how they hated it, and I'm like, not everybody likes the same things, but I love the mesh shoe trend. I think it's so cute. And then this was just like a little top that I got from Zara. So I did link those. And then I recently got these little bracelets, but I got a lot of messages about this. I put these little rings on the side of my Aura ring. And so I linked those because I've been a little behind on linking things, and I know people wanted a link. But I linked the full outfit in the description of the video, or you can drop the word me and it'll be sent to your inbox. So I wish I had bobby pins. Do you ever, I feel like my hair's getting long enough. Do you ever do your hair like this, where you like go back with it and then bobby pin it? This is old school, but I'm like, I think that would be so cute to like get my hair onto my face. Can't do it today because I have no bobby pins, but anyways, I feel so much better. At least feel like not as in shambles. And like, hopefully it'll just reflect throughout the rest of my day that I'll just feel more put together and maybe not feel so icky. So anyways, thank you for getting ready with me. Thanks for hanging out. If you have questions about anything, you can send me a link or send me a message and I can send you a link. The black jeans are listed. Earrings are from Lavender Blue, and I do have a discount code for those. I didn't list it, but if you go to CourtneySwan.com and go to my link for that, I think it's Swan. I'll go edit it here in a minute, but I have that, and then everything else was just like this little fish. It's just Amazon. And I don't see the necklace linked. Oh no, it's under jewelry completely, like as a whole. So the little rings, the necklace, all that. So anyways, if you're in launch, have a sale going on. The only thing on sale for Beautiful You for supplements is pre-workout. I think I hit everything. I think I hit it all, and we got ready. So I call it a win today. All right, love you guys. Hope you have the best day ever, and I will talk to you later.